Welcome in, Sagittarius. I'm Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our fire sign Saggies. So good to have you here. Welcome in, cross watchers. Please feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. And anytime that you come across this message and you were drawn into it was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Sagittarius, should reflect some aspect of your current situation, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might not be the reading for you this week. For those of you, though, that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this video. We're going to dive deeper into the message by exploring the zodiac signs that come through in your reading. And zodiac signs coming through can be about an intimate connection, as well as and or background players, friends, family, colleagues, associates, best friends, sisters, brothers, cousins, children, extended family, blended family, parents. So just keep that in the back of your mind as we go through the reading. Anybody else that influences your auric field. So this is for Saggies. And for those of you that like the content being shared, if you'd like to support the channel by liking and subscribing, know that that is very much honored and it's very much appreciated, and that other Saggies can get the messages that might be needed for them as well. So thank you for that. All right, this is for Saggies. Moon, rising, and sun. This is for Saggy. Moon, rising, and sun. This is for Saggy. Moon, rising, and sun. Messages for those watching, please. Messages for those watching, please. All right, here we go, Saggies. So your overall energy or overall theme for the reading is the Ten of Swords. So something has come to a completion or the end of its cycle. Something is no longer going to work going forward. It's just done. Got the t-shirt, don't need another one. Like its time is up. It's time to release it, time to just move away from it, time to just let it go. So let's see what your overall energy is. We have the Five of Cups. Could be looking back on the past. You could be also going through some sort of loss or grief process right now. Maybe missing someone who's been very close to you. Maybe somebody left or somebody moved, or maybe there's been a breakup, or just a situation or a relationship has just seen its last day. All right, what is the situation? We have the Fool. A new journey begins. The familiar is not going to be there anymore. This is moving into unfamiliar territory, territory that's unknown to you. Let's see what your opportunity or your challenge is here. You have the Four of Cups. I don't think you want to do this. Seems like you don't want to start over. I think there's resistance here with you right now. For the moment. But let's keep going. Let's see what the universe is helping you with. Six of Swords. Emotional release. Moving forward. Moving into calmer waters. A sense of relief is on its way. The universe is here. The universe has your back. Let's see how you got here. We have the Queen of Wands. Could have been dealing with the fire sign. There may have been something here to do with jealousy or revenge or anger or ego or attention, but we'll see where that goes. All right, what's right around the corner for you? The Hanged Man. So this is a temporary pause. This is marinating. This is meditation. It's reflection. What's fading away? We have the Ace of Cups. So something in the fact that you've put a lot of your concepts about love into, whether it was in a person or a situational, whether this is relational or situational, it seemed like love only was going to be coming from that situation or that person. Instead of kind of like love is a way of life, it was love coming from some specific person or thing. Let's see what outside influences are. You have the Six of Wands. Well, this is overcoming and wanting more. But somebody could have been in competition with you, or somebody could have been trying to one-up you, or somebody could have been, it was a tit for tat kind of thing. We'll get more clarity on that as we go. Your next steps here, Page of Cups. Being vulnerable. Humility. Vulnerability. Acceptance. Could be to an apology. I don't know if you need to give an apology. If it's the next steps for you, I'm assuming if it was an apology, it would be coming from you. But this could also be about vulnerability, acceptance, humility. And let's see what future possibilities are. Two of Wands. So another road or another way is opening up for you. You have the opportunity to either stay in how you've done it before, or you have the opportunity to create something different and take the new road, take the high road, so to speak, or the road less traveled, or whatever those sayings are. You hear them and then you hear them and you hear them and you're like, oh my gosh, I've heard that 1,000 times. Then when you try to say it or you try to remember it, you can't. That's me. So a situation is presenting itself to you. There is an opportunity to do this in a different way. There's an opportunity to journey again. You may not be ready for that yet because you're kind of hanging out right now, reflecting, which is part of a grieving process. But the universe is here for you when you're ready to start that move, when you're ready to make that exchange, when you're ready to go into calmer waters. So let's keep going with this, Saggies. Let's get some clarifiers for you. So let's find out what the Fool is, because this is your situation. We have the Chariot. Some of you, this could really be like packing up and moving, or moving to a different location, or relocating yourself. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Swords. All those jumped out, so I'm going to take them. I think that some of you have an opportunity, or some of you may be on a new venture. Like the Wheel of Fortune. Something has changed. Something is moving forward. Something is moving. And this could be a chance for you to gain some independence. Could be job related. I mean, a physical move, like maybe to another state, maybe to a new home, maybe to a new job that's relocated. it seems to look like a relocation kind of thing where you're having to start over. And I think there's some really deep emotional feelings here that you might be leaving some people behind that you don't want to leave behind, or maybe even leaving situations or relationships behind that you don't want to leave behind. You might have to do this on your own. Like this is a venture you're doing. I'm reading this and I'm thinking like somebody just graduated from college and got a brand new job way over in Europe or something like that, where you don't know anybody. But that's just for a few of you. Others of you, this could be, you know, relational in nature, that maybe you were in a situation with somebody where maybe you were sharing a home or sharing a car or sharing expenses, and now it's changed and you physically have to remove yourself from the situation. And I don't think you want to. Or maybe this other person doesn't want to. But there's definitely regret and grief here. So let's keep going with this. So we have the Four of Cups is the opportunity or the challenge, however this resonates with you. We got the Hierophant, and it came out in reverse. So this could, for some of you, this could have something to do with the marriage. We have the Magician. There's been an imbalance of power. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups. So something within a committed relationship or a committed situation where there's a binding contract, so to speak. There is a imbalance of power. And I think this is coming up for review, or somebody is watching this very, very closely. We got the Page of Swords. Somebody is learning some things maybe, or watching somebody else on social media. Somebody could be watching you on social media. Somebody else could feel like they're being manipulated. See how he's kind of got a stance here like, yeah, I see you. I see what you're doing. For others of you, you could feel like there's resistance from a partner, or a partner's ignoring you or not paying much attention to you, somebody that you've made a commitment with. But there's definitely an imbalance of power. Somebody's power is being taken away from them. And it looks like it has to do with the situation. We got Two of Cups. Someone that's very much connected to your heart space. So let's find out what the Six of Swords is. Maybe you want this other person to leave. Maybe you found out something, or you saw something, or somebody told you something, and you want this other person to leave and they're not leaving. Maybe they have regrets. So move the situation around and how it feels for you. So let's clarify what the Six of Swords is, because this is what the universe is trying to help you with, or what it's working on with you, depending on your energy, what you're emitting. But Six of Swords is trying to get things to move away, relief. We got the Ten of Pentacles, we got the Queen of Swords, and we got the Page of Wands. I think you decided to take matters into your own hand. I think the universe is trying to help you take matters into your own hand. This could be about a family. This could be about a foundation that's been built. This could be about financial situation. I think that you are capable of providing, because we got the Queen of Swords here. You are capable of being able to take this into your own hands. You have enough experiential knowledge and wisdom and wit and a keen sense of awareness to do this. I think it's just getting it put in motion. Page of Wands. Getting inspired to do it. Looking at your creativity. Seeing some things clearly. So that you can move forward. You can feel a sense of relief. Some of you might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit younger than you and a little bit more immature. So let's see how you got here, because we have the Queen of Wands down here. The universe is trying to help you get the inspiration to do this. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, so somebody was not telling the truth. We have Justice in reverse. And I usually don't like to take cards in reverse because life is hard enough. Why make it more complicated? But because these jumped out in reverse, I'm going to take them. So somebody was not telling the truth. There was some unfairness here. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't set straight. Somebody may have been out for revenge. Somebody may have been jealous. Somebody may have... oh, yeah, this Empress, this has been growing. There may have been a two-party situation going on here, something that was discovered online. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming this isn't you. It doesn't. The energy doesn't feel like it's you, although it could be. Or somebody could have brought a message here about somebody being with somebody else. Whatever way it goes, somebody hurt somebody else's feelings by not telling the truth. This situation was not fair. There was an imbalance of power here. Somebody may have, you know, did something that was egoic in nature, ego-orientated, or very selfish in nature. And I think it was done against somebody that they've really felt was their person, somebody that they have kind of built a foundation with here. So let's keep going. Let's keep going for you, Saggies. Find out what this is all about. Well, we kind of see what it's all about, but let's see where this is heading. Because the Ace of Cups is what's fading away. So that could indicate how this relationship was done in the past isn't going to be how it's done moving forward. So let's find out. Right now things are in limbo, right around the corner. So let's see what that's all about. We have the Empress. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Well, it's in limbo right now because somebody needs to make a decision here. Something's not growing. There could be maturity issues here. Six of Cups is about, you know, kind of a soulmate kind of card, or somebody coming back from the past. If it's in reverse, that could mean that somebody's not going to be returning. There's not, you know, there's no growth here. There's not going to be possibilities or potential. So a decision needs to be made. Like what decision, please? What is a decision here? Clarify the Two of Pentacles. What is the decision that needs to be made? We got the Five of Cups again. And we got the Fool. So the decision to be made is to either stay in a state of grief or venture on. I mean, you're going to go through a grief process. That's not what it's trying to say. You know what I mean? There's going to be a grief process, and there's going to be sadness. That needs to clear. But the decision is, are you going to stay there, or are you going to start over again? Start fresh. Because somebody has to do some maturing here. So let's see what the outside influences are. Because we have the Six of Wands. Well, that's way too many cards. I can't do all that. Let's see what the Six of Wands is. Clarify what the Six of Wands is here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know that somebody here is trustworthy enough to go the distance. Whoever this person is, there's some kind of... they're in it for themselves, so to speak. Nine of Pentacles, it's about them, more or less. And they seem to have been kind of like slow to move, or, you know, like they're dragging their feet. They're dragging their feet. I think this person is like in competition with you or something. Like it's a competition, and they can't, I don't think that they can keep up. And I don't know what that would be about. Maybe it's a money situation, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles up here and what the universe is trying to work on with you. So it could be about a foundation, a family foundation, or it could be about a money situation, or it could be about somebody having a career that kind of like maybe outshines somebody else's career. Somebody could be jealous about this. So the money situation is definitely affecting the relationship. And somebody doesn't want to let go. They may feel like there's been untruth, or it's unjust here. Maybe you're the one that feels like there's been an injustice here. And you don't want to let go until things kind of balance out, maybe even financially for you. Or it could be vice versa. But what the universe is telling you is that you can take matters into your own hands. You're going to be able to provide just fine. It's just getting the desire to get some fire in your belly and want to do it. And maybe you already are doing it. But there seems to be sort of a competitive nature here. Somebody wants to be seen, valued, understood about their contributions here, even if they aren't giving that much or they don't have that much to give. But also, on the other hand, someone has some maturing to do. They may be kind of a whiner baby. All right, let's find out what the Page of Cups is then, because these are your next steps. This was kind of the outside influences, but now we got the Page of Cups. This is your next steps. So clarify what this is for Saggies. Yeah, they're having a pity party. Somebody's having a pity party. Okay, Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups for Saggies, please. We got the Eight of Swords. You may be feeling vulnerable here. We got the Queen of Pentacles. But you have the resolve. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. You may be feeling like you're being punished for somebody else's indiscretion. And you may feel like you don't have... You may be doubting yourself, so to speak. Or maybe you feel shame or you feel guilt. Or you feel, you know, complete sadness. And so maybe you're feeling a little bit vulnerable. But you've got the Queen of Pentacles in here. This is resolve. Like, this is really about self-analyzation, self-realization, self-understanding, doing things that nurture the aspects of you that are caring and understanding. And maybe that's part of this too. You might be understanding whatever this indiscretion was. Maybe you're being too compassionate, too caring about it. You want a new beginning. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is in your next steps. That's moving away. And Six of Swords is in what the universe is working on with you. So I think that you might be a very forgiving person. Forgiving this indiscretion. You may be taking on the energies and the guilt. Feeling vulnerable. Feeling shame. Feeling sad. You want a new beginning. And I don't know. I mean, I'm showing you the cards. The universe, you know, it says it's time to move on. I don't know that you're ready to do that yet. You might still need some time. Maybe there needs to be some maturing done here. You need to process through the grief a little bit more. But you do have the wherewithal to be able to be on your own, to create for yourself, to be independent. So give me one more card on this Two of Wands, because the future possibilities for you is, you know, it is time to take a different road, but you haven't quite taken the act, you know, you haven't quite moved into that yet. You're still kind of, you got 1 foot, see how he has 1 foot forward and 1 foot behind? Like, you kind of know it's there, but you're just not quite ready to go through that portal yet. So give one more on this, please, for future possibilities. So far, Saggy, I have you showing up. Wheel of Fortune. I have Cancer. I have Aquarius. I have Taurus and Libra. I have Libra again, and I have Taurus and Libra again down here. I have Virgo and Gemini. I have Taurus again here. Looks like that's it. So I'm going to explore those zodiac signs in the extended for you, as well as getting actions and advice. Let's get one more on this Two of Wands, please. Well, Temperance pulled out, having patience with yourself. We have the Three of Pentacles. And I'm going to take that. And we have the Lovers coming through. You might need to find a mentor. Maybe if the other person's willing to also maybe find a mentor or work with some, you know, like, I don't know, counseling or some kind of like, where there's kind of a third-party entity helping the two of you resolve maybe anything in here moving forward that could be open to you as a possibility. But you have to do this differently than how you've done it in the past. And there definitely has to be some maturing part. Somebody needs to do some maturing. Maybe you both need to do some maturing. I don't know. You know best. But there is definitely a grief process that needs to be worked through here. The universe is trying to bring you to a place of relief. Maybe you need to find a mentor to work on maybe relationship issues or relationship dynamics to help you see clearly and maybe move down a different pathway. Or ask for help or seek assistance. Or maybe even just, you know, friends and people who uplift you that you can talk to that are very close to you that aren't specifically going to tell you what to do, but just honor and support your journey and maybe, you know, where you're at right now. It's not so much about advice as it is about helping you process and maybe trying to find others who have been through similar situations and have come out on the other side and listening to their stories. So I'm going to look at those signs in the extended, as well as get actions and advice for you. And for those of you not going on, let's get a message of guidance. This is from the Denise Lynn Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Okay, this is for Sagittarius, please. Because the shuffling here has been kind of long. Right? Pop out. Meandering pathway. Flow. So that is number 24. So if you start seeing the number 24 quite frequently, within the next couple days or week, or that is a confirmation to you that this reading was meant for you. Meandering pathway. As you saunter down the pathway, you are not sure what is around the next corner, but you are relishing the moment. You gaze at the interplay of light and dark of the leaves of the trees and inhale the fresh forest air. Know that all is well. You know that you don't have to see your destination. All that is required is to enjoy the journey right now. When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can get to feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout and you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, please don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. The spirit of the meandering pathway says everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where it needs to. Don't hurry it or resist it. Just simply let it go. Surrender and be with the journey. So that's what I have for you this week, Saggies. I hope this helped. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. And for those of you that are going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below. I'll see you over there. Bye-bye. All right, Saggies, welcome into the extended. So I do just want to reiterate for those of you that this isn't specific to a connection, an intimate connection, but it's more situational in nature. For those of you that are moving on or relocating or going to a different situation, or maybe your whole family is going to a different situation, a different state, a different place, a different home, or you're setting out on a new adventure, that the universe is giving you safe passage, and that you're going to start getting inspired when you see that when you take matters into your own hands, you have the wherewithal to create for yourself wealth, stability, income. There's going to be a maturation process here, you know, that might take some time. You're kind of marinating in it right now. And that, you know, that childlike nature, although it's always with us, it's, you know, it's growing up. And you're going to have, you're going to be going back and forth a little bit